Hello everyone. My name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Lynda's Perfection Creations. Lynda's Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in and around Philadelphia. We do full service, partial, month of coronations. We do custom events. I am a master certified wedding planner and a certified florist. I have many years in the planning industry and decor. I do home staging, corporate events, milestone celebrations. I do wedding. I do it all. Pretty much anything that need planning and decor, we do it all. I started my business as a hobby and it continued to what it is now. If you are just joining me for the first time, wondering why am I doing these videos, I took on the challenge to do this video for a year to kind of educate people and give people information that will help them with their planning needs, whether wedding, decor, and so on and so forth. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also find her for more information on my website at www.lyndaperfect.creationsevents.com to learn more about my services and where you can sign up for a free 30-minute consultation. Whether you are planning or decorating, whether you choose to go with my service or not is absolutely free, so we can go from there. But today I'm just gonna get right into it. As you see this in my hands today, we're gonna talk about colors. I wanted, because that's something I never touched base on. A lot of time people do a wedding, they kind of stick with just the basics. People either do the red, the pink, and the typical colors. And sometimes they don't know how to properly blend the colors. And that make it probably hard, because you see sometimes people pick a color and it would just overpower. You pick too much of a dark, too much of a red, and it just overpower the whole scheme and kind of just make it look odd. And sometimes people, especially when you're doing gold, adding like the supplement color on the gold and the silver and the things to the browns and then now rose gold. People don't properly know how to blend these things together. So sometimes when you look at a wedding, it's beautiful, but when you look at the colors, it's like, oh my God, what are you thinking? So today I brought these to help you guys so you can talk a little bit of colors are different. So we're gonna go back, start from the basics. So you guys already know, most of you probably know primary colors and the secondary colors and everything like that, the red, the green, and yellow, and so on and so forth. So I'm not gonna go deep into that, because those are information that some people already know, most people already know. But just to touch bases on it just in case. But then as I'm saying, and I'm like, well, some people graduate from school a long time ago and they forget this thing. So as we just gonna quickly touch base on it. Okay, so your primary colors, your red, your blue, the yellow, those are your primary color. You get them by mixing it together. And the secondary colors, you got your orange, you got the violet, you got what else? My brain just froze. You see, there you go. And your green, I'm like, green going to come to my mind for a second. So you mix those colors together. Those are your secondary colors. By mixing two primary colors together, you get the secondary colors, and then you get terracotta colors. And those are color where you are mixing one primary color and the accepting colors, and then it make that. And then you got your warm colors, the red, the orange, the yellow, and then you got the cool colors, the green, the blue, and the violet. So those are the colors that made off the wheel. So that's to touch the basics, just in case somebody said, well, I don't know those things. So, and then after that, we gonna get into, what are some of, when you're blending wedding colors together, what are the things that you need to look for? What are the factors you need to add into, when you are planning your wedding? So, for example, I'm gonna use, what am I gonna do? When you're doing wedding colors, you got the hues, and this is in no particular order. You got the value and intensify colors. The hues colors, usually your brown, your blue, your orange, your yellow, your green, those are your hues colors. And then on top of that, you have your value colors. The value colors is pretty like relatable colors that you mix together. It can either be light, it can either be dark. And then you got the intensify colors where, you colors that you add, like, to give you like your chrome and the pure, the whites, the natural shades, the color to the gray, and mixing those are things that you add on there too. The silver and so on and so forth. So when you are doing your wedding, you want to go on the color wheel. So how pretty much, and you can get a color wheel from probably, I would say, Amazon, Michaels, any craft store. They usually, have those things available that you can just pretty much get and it make it easier for you. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I said the red family. Okay, so I hope you guys can see this. So these are the red families, and with red, there's a lot of colors that you can mix with them, and a lot of times when you're picking a color, I would say when you want to pick a bold colors, you pick a supplemental color that kind of will blend with it, that it won't be too bright. So right now I got a solid red. This is the solid red, and this is that. And then you have, what is this here? Your burgundy, and then you have your, what is the magenta, and then you have your fuchsia. So those colors, those are mostly the bold. And then you have the pink family, and you have, the orange, where you can do the coral, the orange. So let's say, for example, because I would do pink, because a lot of people, do pink for the wedding and so forth. Sorry, guys. To get it, okay. So a lot of times, sometimes what you see when people are trying to use pink for the wedding, you will see they will use something, pink like this, and then when they do that, then most of the time probably would pair with a darker pink. And not to say that these colors are not pretty, but what happened is using two bold colors. When you are using two bold colors, it kind of don't really show out the other colors. It's pretty, it goes, but it overpower each other, and then one, they don't see the beauty. So instead of using these two bolds, you can do, you see the difference, the lighter pink, you can add a coral to it. You can add, maybe a blush, and you can add like a berry. So you see the difference in the colors. Let me see if you can. You see how it complements it a little bit. It makes it different, instead of, or you can do the same thing vice versa. If you take the, the hot pink and you mix it with these. So you see you have a bold color and you have the underlying color, so that kind of make it look really pretty. But if you take all those bold colors and put it together, it kind of look really odd. So, and the same thing with the orange family. So if I take like a pumpkin color and kind of mix it with this, you see how everything just feel like it's blended. You can't really see it. But if I take a lighter color and then maybe take something dark, and I pour something a little light on it, you see the difference of the colors palette, how it kind of show both of them off in a little bit. And even, let's say, maybe you add a rust to it. So I went from, I'm trying to show it 3 so you can show it here. So I went from dark to semi-light into light. So you see how 3 of those colors just transcend into everything. It kind of make it look big. So when you're doing your design, those are the things that you need to color. So this is something that when I show my clients or these different palette. And then sometimes too, you can even go to theweddingwire.com. Even if not, you have a way of picking your palette. You can put your style of the wedding you want, your kind of thing, and they can give you colors palette that kind of goes with that wedding and that tone of colors that you have. So when you're picking your linens and you're picking your flowers and you're picking your other options, you have those colors that kind of go with it and kind of blend. So normally these are like my linens, the linens that I give my clients, or the color example, and then I have a color wheels. So once that come, I show these to every visit. That way you can find the idea to see what colors you like and how it goes, and it make it easier, because when you see things visual, it works. And then even same thing with the green family. You can, like, I have it, mine is I have it in like the order of the colors from dark to light. Each palette, these flower colors is kind of fall into it, and then it go down to the silver and the gold and so on, the ivory and so on. So you can always mix things together. That kind of, okay. So that have all of these together, that you can have it for your wedding. So even if you say, well, you know what, I want to do a lavender, I want to do a dark lavender, and then so You see here, let's say if you say you want to do a dark lavender, right? You see how it did look that? But if you put a light, so the idea is that if you are taking a lighter color, a darker color, mix it up with different tones. Don't just have everything just blend in that it kind of looks like you literally just, sorry, I'm trying to make sure this is right because I don't want to mess it up. These swatches are expensive. And you can even, with your bridal store, like there is bridals, I know Dairy Bridal sell swatches. You can get your swatches, and you can even go to different companies and they have those swatches available that you can use. All right, hold on a second. Yeah. So you can have those colors, you can ask them and they can give you different information for your palette. But that is all for today. Like I said, when you're mixing a color, I hope this was informative, you guys. The idea is that don't always just go dark and dark and dark and dark. Like, I know you love a color, but don't drown it. You can always mix it up with somebody. Like, I have a wedding that a client, wanted to use airplane, which is a beautiful color. But if you're going to use an airplane that's a different color, you can do mauve, you can do rose gold, you can do some lighter colors to kind of make the color stand out. But when you're using a dark colors and you go dark, 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 it kind of just drown it. Or if you're using too much light, and the same thing goes with light. If you're using too much light as well, it's drown everything up. So you want to make sure you have that. Like I said, you can find this on Michael's, Amazon. You can even track to your wedding stores, and they have and your planners. Your planner and your decor should have all of these. And if they don't have it, you need to get a new one. Not to say, but thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Linda Gunner. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel at www.lyndaperfect.creationseven.com. Thank you and have an amazing day. Bye.